want to welcome everybody to our online tutorial. Today we're going to be designing business cards. Before we get started, I want to let everybody know there is more than one way to do it, so I'm just going to do what I'm familiar with. I'm sure as you begin to use our system, you will begin to develop your own style of design and how to use the design studio as well. If you ever have any problems, we're always here to contact. We've got a online chat, as you can see right down here in the right corner. Any questions, just click here to chat. We are live Monday through Friday, 9 through 6, and if we're not online, it will say offline right here. Just leave a message and we'll get back to you as soon as we get it and as soon as we can. So let's get started. As I mentioned, there are more than one way to do it. You can click right here and start with a product. You could go directly into the design studio, which is right here. You could also start with a design. If you wanted to put this design onto your, let's say, business card, for instance, you'd click here and bring you right into the design studio. I like to come up here and click on products, as you can see here highlighted. I'm going to click on that. It will then bring up a drop-down menu of all the types of products that we offer: banners, business cards, postcards, clothes, signs, magnets, all that type stuff. For the sake of this tutorial, we will go to business cards, which is under the add print section. I'll click on that. Will then give me an option to either do a vertical business card or a horizontal business card. For this tutorial, we're going to do horizontal. Excuse me. It brings you to this page, gives you a quick description of what it's like. Also, you can set the quantity that you're going to want to order if you want at this time. It's not necessary. There will be a chance to do that once you get it into the shopping cart, which is what I like to do. So as you can see here, we start with a blank canvas. You can add a design template, which is a pre-made design that we've had set up for you. You can add it, edit it to better fit your needs and things like that. Or you can create your own design from scratch, which is what we're going to do now. So I click on that and it's going to take us into the online studio, the design studio. Start with a blank canvas. As you can see over here, a few controls. We are on the front side of the card. It is highlighted with the green border, as you can see here. Click on back to go to the back side. We'll do that as we're building the card here. You can zoom in and zoom out on some of the details of what you're working on. We'll do that as we use the builder. So let's go ahead and get started. Right now we're working on the front side of a card. I am going to choose a clip art. You can do it by clicking here. You could do it by clicking up here. I am going to just click here out of habit. From here I will go into the business card clip art. Now you can choose any of these. The business card is just what we have set up specifically for people that are designing business cards, but feel free to use whatever you want. Background, so I'm going to start with a background image, and as you can see, they load up some of our pre-designed background images for you. I'll just click on the first one here, Black Rain, so it's going to load it up into the design studio. Now as you can see, you can shrink it, you can make it bigger, you can move it side to side, so wherever you want to put it, I'm going to use it as a complete background. So I'm going to drag it out like this and make sure that it's centered onto my business card. Now from here I got my background set, so I am going to add some more clip art, give it a little bit of flavor, a little bit of body. So I'm waiting for the clip arts to load up. I'm going to now click on images, and these again are under the business card section of the clip art. So for the sake of this tutorial, and again you can grab the bar, scroll down, see some more options. I'm just going to use this. We're going to pretend that we have a handyman company. So as you can see, our online chat thing popped up. I'm just going to minimize this. If I have any questions, just go right down here and I can talk to our live support team at any time. Again, with the images, you can resize, you can spin them, you can do whatever you want with them. I'm going to use this as a centerpiece, so I'm just going to set it there for now. Now I'm going to start with the text, adding some text in. You could do this by clicking right here, Add Text. As you can see, a default text will drop down and it says insert your text here. You then go over to the Edit Your Text section of the designer, which looks like this. I am going to, for the sake of this, call it ABC Handyman Company, or Inc. ABC Handyman Inc. And from there I will go and just I'm going to use a standard block font. There are tons of fonts to choose from. Under the block section there's plenty, as you can see, and then Oh, for the sake of this, let's just use block 6, and you can see right now that it's straight. So I'm going to curve it so that it curves over the graphics that we have. To do that, you can see there's a couple controls here. Here is the curve control. I'm just going to click up on it, plus, till I get it the right amount of curve that I'm looking for. That was a little too much. You can also slide it like this too. So that looks good, and as you can see, our text is then curved. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger, and then I'm going to set it right there. So now we have the header for our card. Again, I'm going to add some more text, get my name, some of the basic information about my company in there. So I'm going to add text. I'm going to grab it down here. Again, it's that default text that we talked about. And I'm going to add my name, John Doe, and I'm going to click my font again. Last time we did block. This time we will do, let's just do some italic, and we'll see some of the drop downs for italic names. I'm going to choose one that I think will fit good. We'll just use this for the sake of designing. And as you can see, it changed my name into the italic, so I'm going to put that over here. And then for the phone number, I want the text to be the same. I don't want to have to go pick all those drop downs. So all I'm going to do is go up to the top and click duplicate. And what that's going to do is give me a duplicate of what we just did. So it's the same font, same size, all that good jazz. From here, all I have to do is go to the edit section of the Design Studio and click in a phone number like so. And it will give me a phone number in the same font, same size as what we just did. Now you can choose to center these up, you can choose to have them right justified. I am going to actually shrink the phone number down just a hair and scoot it over this way like so. Now I also think that I am going to add a web address, or maybe even an email address. That's what we'll do. So I'm going to grab the phone number, and again I'm going to click on duplicate so that I have the same size, same style as we had before. From here I'm going to add, let's just say John Doe at hotmail.com. So now, as you can see, I have my email address, and I'm going to duplicate one more time, and I'm going to now add the web address, which is www.abchandyman.com, like so. And there you have it. I will left justify these. Actually, I will center these ones up, and I'm going to make sure they're on the same plane. So there you go. Now you can see that the color of the text is a little bit dark on the background that we've chosen. So what I'm going to do is go and change the color of the text. To do that, you click on the text that you want, go to the color, and you can change it. For the sake of this, I'm just going to make it tan, and I'm going to do the same to this one. Make it that orangish tan color, and I'll do the same to these as well. So you just click on the square and choose the color that you want to have. Now I'm also going to show you guys how to do an outline where you see border here. It's set to 0. The color is black. You can change the color if you want. For this, I'm going to keep it black, and I'm going to just hit the plus a couple times. And as you can see, I now have a black outline around my writing. So I'm going to do that on all these. Make it look uniform. And there you go. So now we have that. So that does it for the front side of the card. Actually, I'm going to make this just a little, I'm going to make this one just a little bit bigger. And, well, so let's see. Click this, bring it to the front so I can then grab this, make it a little bit bigger. And there you have it. So now we have the front of our business card. So I'm going to go over here to the back, where we then have that blank canvas that we talked about. From here, let's just go straight to add clip art. And I'm going to click clip art to get back to the image section of the business cards. And again, feel free to use any type of clip art that you want. This is just strictly for the video purposes. And actually, I'm not going to add any clip art to this. I'm going to go straight text on the back, keep it simple, and I'm just going to say call today for a free estimate. So as you can see, it won't fit with the size that we have it, so I'm going to shrink it down, and I'm actually going to cut this into two. There's two ways you could do this. You could shrink it down and then add it in like that so that the E fits, and you can manipulate it that way, but I am going to call today like so. I'm going to choose my font, and I will go to just use the standard block, and we'll do block 19 this time. So call today, I'm going to make it the size that I want. Then I am going to go up to duplicate, do the same thing that we did before. Click 4A. Same thing, do a duplicate. Free estimate. So there you have your three words. I'm going to select all of them and place them where I want. Just like that. So now you got the back side of your card. And there you have the front side by clicking on the front. So once your card's completed, all you have to do is add it to the shopping cart, and it will ask you to label the design. We will put Handyman, and we're going to save our template. So as you see, it'll save, and then it's going to put it into our shopping cart. So now once we're in the shopping cart, it looks a little like this. You will see what we just created. The front side of the business card here, the back side of the business card here. You can add any special notes that you want us to know before we go into production and start producing this. You can set the quantity. This is what we talked about earlier. Right now it's set at one set of 25 cards. I'm going to delete that, and I'm going to get myself one set of 500 cards. I'm going to update the item. As you see, it will update the price here. And from there you can go, if you're going to pick it up in the shop, you click change, free pickup. I'm going to have these shipped to me, so I'm going to save my shipping information. I'm going to add my zip code. It will automatically update the price for shipping. And then I can either pay now with a credit card on our website, or you can go through PayPal if you have a PayPal account. What you want to do is take a look at this as warning: if you do not sign in or create new account, you will lose access to your artwork. What this basically does is, if you already have an account, just click here, sign in. It'll save your artwork to your account where you can go find it at a later date, come back, customize it, do all that good stuff. If you don't, click on the create new account here and enter a little bit of information you'll see on the following screen, and you will then be able to save your artwork for future use. If you have any questions, again, you can go to our online support team by clicking here and chat live with anybody 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, and hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions, let us know. We'll be more than happy to help.